Hey, welcome back, guys. We are finally doing a race preview for High Limit Racing. Finally getting back to racing. It's going to be right at 6 weeks since the last race at Golden Isles Speedway, and we're going to be back at the Texas Motor Speedway for what is being called the Uncle Chicken's Sippin' Whiskey Shootout presented by Whiskey Meyers. It is a very long name, so wish me luck trying to say that all night on Saturday. But looking forward to this race. It's going to be a combined deal. All three NASCAR series are going to be at the big track on the same property. And on Saturday night, after, the Xfinity Nationwide, whatever they call it these days, after that race, it's going to be the sprint car race. So hopefully going to have a lot of crossover between NASCAR and dirt track racing fans there on Saturday. So going to be a whole lot of fun. And Texas Motor Speedway, there hasn't been that many 410 races there over the last couple of years. So interested to see what happens when High Limit heads there on Saturday night. Now, let's get right into it. So, Texas Motor Speedway, the dirt track is located in Fort Worth, Texas. It is a 4/10 mile racetrack. So, we go from Golden Isles Speedway to 4/10 mile. The next race now, Texas, is a 4/10 mile on Saturday, April 13th. So, today is Thursday, so about 2 days away from now. Actually, today is Wednesday. Sorry, today is Wednesday right now, so 3 days away from now. The track record, as far as I could find it, now I'm hoping that this is correct. I asked Johnny Gibson if he knew what the track record was at Texas. He did not have it, so I was going through the third turn and looking at all the World of Outlaws races there from the early 2000s, and it looks like the track record was set by Darren Pittman in 2001 at a 12.276 seconds. So we'll see how close we are to that track record in qualifying on Saturday night. Now, looking at the weather, this is a new little thing we're doing here with these preview boards, is looking at the weather because, man, has that been a big talking point so far this year in sprint car racing. Obviously, High Limit losing the race at Riverside that was supposed to happen on Tuesday night, and then losing a race to today. It was announced that Texarkana 67 has been canceled due to all the wet weather down there. So, been tough as far as weather goes, but for Texas, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. 81 degrees will be the high, 62 will be the low. There is a 4% chance of precipitation and 15 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts throughout the day and the night. And it's going to be partly cloudy skies there in Texas. It's going to be a $12,000 to win main event and $1,200 to start. That is the normal night for a High Limit Racing event. Most recent 410 winners. Just last weekend, there was a 410 race. It was won by Brent Marks with the Power I 410 series. And before then, as far as I can tell, 2004 was the last time there was a 410 race at the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track. I can be wrong on that, but looking at the thirdturn.com, that was the next closest race that I could find. If I'm wrong, please let me know down in the comment section below. That race was won by Brian Paulus with the World of Outlaws. Now, look at the estimated car count. It's hard to say because there are a lot of local 410 drivers, but you'd never know which ones you're going to get, especially on a track that's a little bit bigger like Texas Motor Speedway. We might get more of them when we go to RPM, which is a quarter-mile racetrack on Sunday. But I am counting right about maybe 33-ish. It could be more than that. It could be less than that. We'll talk about some of the names that we know will be there on Saturday night here in just a moment. Now, looking at, as far as debuts go, we talked about this in a different video a few days ago, but as far as the High Limit Racing High Rollers and their debut, the first time going to Texas Motor Speedway, every single one of the 17 drivers has never been there, with the exception of Brendan Crouch, Brent Marks, and Tyler Courtney. Those are the only three that have been there in the past. The rest of the High Limit full-timers, this will be the first time they've ever been to Texas Motor Speedway's dirt track. Now, looking at most recent 4/10 mile success, since 2017, Kyle Larson has the best average finish on 4/10 mile ovals at 4.62 with the World of Outlaws. Since 2017, David Gravel has the most wins on 4/10 miles at 12 with the Outlaws. Now looking at the All-Star Circuit of Champions, ever since 2019, Tyler Courtney has a 3.75 average finish with the All-Stars on 4/10 mile ovals. And since 2019, Aaron Reitzel the most wins with the All-Stars on this type of racetrack with 3. Those stats coming directly from DirtTracker.com. Thanks to Justin Fiedler for all those stats. I do pay for Dirt Tracker Plus, the $4 or whatever it is, $5 a month, and it does help with these preview boards. Now, looking at the non-high rollers, the drivers that we are expecting to see in the field that are not full-time with the series, let's take a look here. Tanner Holmes will be there as well in the 18T, as well as Anthony Macri in the 39M. Chase Briscoe will be there. We talked about him in a news video earlier on this week. Kyle Larson will obviously be there. Brian Brown will be making his first start of the year with High Limit. Blake Hahn's going to be there in the 52. Sam Hafer-Deep Jr., we expect to see him whenever we head to the Texas area. Jace Park, who's been impressive with the Outlaws over the last couple of weeks, he will be in attendance along with Danny Jennings, Jason Martin, and Ryder LaPlante, along with any other guys that can show up at the racetrack on Saturday night. I'm thinking guys like maybe like Austin Mundy. Who else could we potentially have? I mean, there's so many different Texas cars out there. And I really don't know. Wayne Johnson, maybe he can show up. We've seen Brian and Austin Gossel kind of running around the Texas area a little bit, those two drivers from Colorado. So that's why I keep thinking maybe it's going to be 33 or less, or maybe we could see 40. I'm not really sure. There's just so many cars in that area. It is really hard to pinpoint a number on what we could get come Saturday night. So the Outlaws do race up the road in Missouri at I-55. Oh, I think that maybe we might see, I don't know, I saw Hunter Schoenberg posted something on social media earlier on about dusting off some helmets. Not sure if he's going to be going to I-55 or if he's going to be going to Texas. That would be cool to see 100% show up to the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track. So that's all we've got for this race preview video. We're going to be doing another one of these before we leave town. We're going to be doing it for RPM Speedway, which is supposed to run Sunday, April 14th. But until then, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. Are you looking forward to Texas Motor Speedway? What should we be expecting if you've been there before? Let us know down in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. And before you go, I just wanted to say a quick thank you to our newest channel member, that being Racing Vagabond. He joins Blake Dowell as another channel member here on our YouTube channel. Really appreciate you guys' support. We'll see you in the next one.